Well, hey guys, and welcome to Janet being Janet. I wanted to include this first little part before we get into the whole T-spiracy thing to show a pattern of Katie Joy. This is Charlotte on the web, and she is saying this will be the end for Without a Crystal Ball. Well, Katie Joy went on to go ahead and post this onto her Instagram to say, LOL, no, this won't be the end of me. Like, what did I do to be ended? I haven't R word. I haven't M word. Stolen, defrauded, cheated, abused, or committed any crimes. I'm not sick, so unless I pass on in a tragic accident, I won't be ended. What an overdramatic and stupid title. These anti-KJ people are so ridiculous. She also wants to cover the Duggars, but she gets mad that I cover the Duggars. Jealousy is so ugly. So let me just go ahead and state to you that Charlotte on the web has had her own controversy. She really, really has. But this is something that I found kind of funny that bothered KJ, or Katie Joy, because she doesn't like other people talking about her. In my opinion, she really doesn't. Now, guys, everything in this video, all the commentary, everything is going to be my opinion and my opinion alone. If you have any questions about anything, you're more than welcome to go look it up for yourself. And I've done the best that I can while being on bed rest for arthritis. I've done the best that I can, and I have enjoyed myself looking at Katie Joy's Twitter and how she went after AZ or T-spiracy. So that's what we're going to look at today. So guys, y'all settle in and let's get started with this. We're going to be talking about whether or not T-spiracy was actually doxed by Katie Joy. And that's going to be the topic of today's discussion. But I wanted to share something with you that T-spiracy actually shared. And this is from the United States District Court from the, Northern District of Georgia. This is a subpoena to testify at a deposition in a civil action, and it is to Katie Joy Paulson, or Katie Paulson. And I thought, just me thinking, and 100% only me thinking, I thought Katie Joy said that she wasn't going to talk in a deposition. But isn't this a legal piece of paper that she has to reply to regardless if she wants to or not? Isn't this something that she has to actually go in front of a judge or go in front of whomever it may be, because I don't know the legal system, and she's going to have to give her deposition on what she knows. And according to Katie Joy, at one point, she was like, I'm not going to do any of this. This is not going to be my thing. But I think that it may end up being her thing at this point. And so I wonder if, T-spiracy sending or sharing something like this, I wonder if that's something that's wrong with Katie Joy. So Katie Joy went ahead on her Twitter and this woman posted a video. She amplified audio and accused my husband and then posted the phone number to CPS. We had the CPS in our home within days. If you want to chat, hit me up. She's a menace. Now, my opinion is that this is towards AZ or T-spiracy, and it is a video that she posted. I'm going to include the video that I believe and I think, in my opinion, that she is actually talking about. And you can make your own judgments about it, and you can see exactly what is being said in it. And yes, the audio has been amplified, so therefore you can hear it better. And I don't think there's anything really wrong with that, just my opinion. But Katie Joy did not like that whatsoever at all whenever it was actually recorded. Or, she, AZ went back and amplified it. She didn't like that whatsoever at all. So y'all just stick around.
Because I respect her boundaries. Right? Is he not asleep? Is he asleep?
I have spent 10 hours in that room. I have spent 10 hours in that room.
Is he not asleep? Everything will be fine.
Hey guys, y'all have heard the audio that I think this involves, and I'm not for certain, like I said, but I think it's the audio that she's really worried about. Let's go on to read a couple of her tweets. AZ popped up out of nowhere and suddenly built her whole channel off of hating me. The Turtle Boy and Masshole Report have channels that expose child abusers and criminals. AZ seemed to want to paint me as a child abuser and criminal despite no valid evidence. Did Kate tell her about me? Well, here's the thing. How much evidence do you have, Katie Joy? Honestly, when you post things, how much evidence do you have? With no valid ties could be made against me, AZ took an Instagram live where my son was having a meltdown due to his autism. She amplified the audio and stated as fact that my child said, "Don't punch me." She also implied we neglected our son by not feeding him. In the description of the video, AZ provided the real number to the CPS agency in my county and instructed people to report me to CPS. CPS received multiple calls and they referenced her video. The case was closed after they determined no abuse occurred. Has she taken down this video yet? The problem is, no, she hasn't taken down the video yet, and I don't think it's a problem at all. Honestly, I really don't. I think that she has a right to leave up the video because she is the one that edited that video. She is the one that amplified the audio to that video. She is the one that did the work to that video. So, if people choose to call CPS on Katie Joy in regards to that video, then that's up to other people. It really is. It's not really on T-Spiracy, in my opinion. People just felt a certain way whenever it came down to that video and actually hearing what was said and what was being done in that video. So Katie Joy getting upset about it is Katie Joy getting upset about it. Katie Joy can be upset about a lot of things, and her being on a Twitter rant, this just proves that she's upset with AZ, and this goes on. We're going to go ahead and go on to the doxing part of this. And it's just something that KJ does. It really is. And I hate it that she does that. But, in my opinion, she can get mad. And if she finds a way to get back at you, she will get back at you. And I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's right. 100%. I do not think that's right. I think KJ needs to just keep things civil. And she needs just to accept that she did the live. It was in the live. And the audio was there, and so it was amplified, and so I don't think that she really needs to be taken it this far. But she just keeps going and going and going whenever it comes to AZ. And then you end up with the whole thing of her being, or AZ being doxed, in one of these things, which we're slowly getting to it. I just wanted to add my commentary as I go. Guys, these are in no particular order, but I just wanted to go ahead and include them all in. I found them. I'm in bed with arthritis, and I had nothing better to do, to be honest with you. So let's read this one. LOL. So apparently sharing a public link article that is written on a public blog about people that were engaging on a public platform is doxing. How is sharing a link to Turtle Boy's article doxing? It's not. Yeah, it was a public thing that Turtle Boy posted, which I'm going to go ahead and share with you in just a moment. Yeah, but Katie Joy, you made the decision to share that. You made the decision to go ahead and post that onto your Twitter. And you made it clickable to where people could actually find the information. You made a choice. And when you make a choice, it's something that you have to live with. Regardless if it's good or bad, you have to live with that choice. And this, like I said, only my opinion and full-heartedly my opinion. But I just don't think it's right that you even shared it. I just don't feel that that's the way things need to be done. And I understand if you're upset with T-Spiracy. I 100% understand if you're upset with T-Spiracy. Dude, can't even talk today, guys. I'm sorry. 100% upset with T-Spiracy. But still, it doesn't give you a right to share an article if most people don't know about the article, and especially if most people don't know her last name. That is just not right whatsoever at all. She goes by AZ or T-Spiracy. That's what she goes by. That's what people know her by, and that's what she prefers to have out there. So you sharing anything more public, or I'm sorry, anything more with the public is just not appropriate in my eyes. My opinion, as I said. I will no longer entertain anyone claiming I doxed AZ by sharing a link to an article that showed a pattern of behavior of her actions online. Sharing a public article is not doxing. AZ did dox me by telling people to report me, which led to CPS at my home. Can I just ask a question? Is there any proof to that? It's just a question, 100% just a question. Is there any proof that what AZ did actually led to CPS being at the home? As far as I know, there has never been any proof shown that CPS has been involved. So I don't know if that's fair to put that on AZ. I really do not know that that's fair. But like I said, guys, I could be 100% wrong. So this leads us into the questionable docs that actually happened. I'm not for certain if this is the one that everyone's talking about and that everyone is actually referring to. But if you click on this link right here on Katie Joy's Twitter, it will actually take you to another page, to Turtle Boy's page, and you will see the a document that actually says AZ's full name, or presumably AZ's full name, first and last. So I don't know if this is actually the form that they were talking about, how she was doxxed, but I wanted to go ahead and record it on here for you, just in case this is the one that everyone was talking about, so that y'all would have record of it. And of course, I did the right thing. Everything's going to be blocked out that doesn't need to be there. All names are going to be blocked out, so y'all don't have to worry about seeing that. But this is the link that I clicked on that took me to Turtle Boy's page. When you actually click on the link, this is what it's going to take you to, is Turtle Boy. And here in just a moment, you're going to see a bunch of tweets involving Turtle Boy. And, you know, he supposedly knows some things on AZ that is going to be a little destructive to her. You know, my words, not anybody else's, 100% my words. And like I said, everything in this video is 100% my opinion only. But I wanted to add a little bit of commentary to this as I went along because, you know, I had some time on my hands because I couldn't do anything else. So, guys, if y'all are on Twitter, this is where it's going to take you, is to Turtle Boy's page, to where you can actually read some things about AZ. If you scroll down on Turtle Boy's page after you actually click on the link that Katie Joy provided, you will see this form. And I have blacked out every single name on this form that I could possibly black out. I didn't want any names released whatsoever at all on my channel because I'm not all about doxing and I don't want to dox anybody. I was really surprised when I found this on his page. I really, really was. It's like a blog post page that you can go to and you can read something about AZ and something, presumably horrible or bad that she did. Not horrible, but bad that she said. And it had to do with her live stream. I mean, if you're on Twitter, you can go on to Katie Joy's. If you're not blocked, you can go on to Katie Joy's and just click on the link and it will take you to this page. I'm not for certain that this is the docs that everybody was talking about, but I wanted to go ahead and put it out there and just let everybody know that this is what I found. And if this is not what everybody else is considering a dox, I do consider this a dox. So I just wanted to black everything out or white everything out and go ahead and put it on there that, hey, this is what I saw and this is what Katie Joy shared. So if it's on a public forum, is it really doxing? That's the question. 100% that's the question. If it's on a public forum already and she shared it, is it doxing? So that's a question that you have to ask yourself if that is the case. Let's go ahead and read a couple more of Katie Joy's tweets. It's beyond comical that AZ would cry doxing when she falsely accused my house of child abuse, then doxed my family by posting the phone number to CPS in my county, which resulted in my husband and I being doxed with false reports of child abuse. Make it make sense. AZ was clearly known by communities in Boston because a Boston blogger wrote about her. A Boston blogger was familiar with her name, sharing a link to an article to show her pattern of abhorrent behavior and laughing at someone whose father committed not good, not life-saving things is not doxing. So Katie Joy is pretty much trying to, in my opinion, she is trying to defend herself with this 100%. She is trying to direct everybody back to this blog, and she is wanting people to actually see this blog so that AZ is made out to be a bad person, which I don't necessarily see that. Personally, I like AZ. I think that she has a personality to where if you come at her, she's going to come right back at you. She's not scared whatsoever at all, in my opinion, 100% my opinion. And she's not one that's going to sit here and take this and just say, okay, well, you know what? You did this to me, and I'm just going to lie down. I don't think AZ is going to do that. I could be 100% wrong, 100% wrong. It is possible, but I think that Katie Joy has enough on her plate without going after AZ, and that is just my opinion, 100% my opinion. And I know I say that a lot, but I want to cover and make sure that everybody understands this is my opinion. Y'all can get annoyed with me. Y'all can get mad at me. But I just don't want anybody to take anything that I say as fact or 100% fact. I want everybody to do their own research, and I want everybody to go through. And you can find the tweets. If you look, you can find the tweets. And because everybody archives Katie Joy's things. So when Katie Joy decides that she's going to go ahead and tweet and delete, somebody out there has it. And it gets shared by somebody out there. So you just have to go on and you just have to find the right people that capture her every single tweet. And some of these tweets I got off other people because I wasn't able to get every single tweet. But I tell you something, Katie Joy, she tweets a lot. She really does. She is on Twitter, and when she gets going hard and fast. So it's hard for me to keep up with. I'm doing this video for the majority of her tweets and what I could get, but I wanted to go ahead and get it uploaded, so I stopped actually following along with her tweets just a little bit ago because it just got too much. It honestly just got too much. It got way out of control, and she just needs to, in my opinion, Katie Joy needs to take a break, and she just needs to focus on what she has going on in her life now and not so much focus on what is going on with AZ and what AZ is doing. Let AZ live her life, and Katie Joy, honestly, in my opinion, you live your life. That's going to be the best thing to do. Here we're looking at Katie Joy bragging just a little bit. Yep. Turtle Boy responded to my DMs after leaving a comment about her on the article I shared. She is apparently well known in the Boston area. He said her name is well known. So what? My opinion, so what? I guess I don't understand what this big roar is. I don't get it. I don't understand why you need to go into AZ's life. And, I understand AZ reports on you. Katie Joy, honestly, just my opinion, 100% my opinion. You just need to let people report on you because you're a public figure if they're going to report on you. The same way you report on the Duggars, the same way you report on everyone else. If it comes down to it, just like me doing this, if it comes down to it and somebody does a video on you, honestly, you just need to just let it go. And I do videos on Katie Joy because Katie Joy is actually very interesting to me. And I haven't seen many people, honestly, that react the way that Katie Joy reacts and goes off on Twitter rants and things like that. I haven't seen many people do that. So, it kind of interests me and it kind of gets me involved in it all because I'm like, this is a special person. Yes, I'm saying like a lot. But, this is a special person that I need to look into and you're not, research. I'm not going to go as far as Katie Joy. I would never go as far as Katie Joy. That's just 100% apparent. I got on Twitter, guys. I did. I got on Twitter, and this was just going and going and going and going and going. And I just followed along with it, is all I did. I just, like I said, I had nothing better to do. So I hope y'all are enjoying seeing this and enjoying seeing what I think is doxing. I could be wrong, like I said. But I really hope that y'all are enjoying this and my commentary. This is my first time doing a voiceover. So I hope y'all, kind of bear with me and are just, flowing along with me. I can't be out with my horses right now, which makes me really, really sad. But I'm trying to occupy my time in other ways, and it just so happens to be following Katie Joy on Twitter. That just happens to be what it is. Alrighty, guys.